All right, warriors, welcome back. Before we get started, let's do a breathing exercise. 5 seconds, 5 Mississippis. We're going to breathe in together, hold it, and then release together. Really just to clear our mind, throw in a loop interrupter so that you can pay attention differently, so that you can gather puzzle pieces to connect the dots. Warriors, what's important more than anything though, as a lifestyle change, that you're able to use this exercise when being provoked, when your back's against the walls, when it really counts. Not while you're sitting on the couch watching your videos, watching other content creators in your place of peace and going, ooh, I'm gonna write this down. What you need to do is associate this exercise when you're being engaged. You see, this is when the warrior is performing true to his training. The regimenting, self-regulating. This is what narcissists aren't able to cope with. The emotions, the feelings, and it's why they try and trap you under duress with the same chaos. They're not able to fend off the warrior that is able to discern the differences when they're being provoked emotionally to get a reaction based on your feelings, temporary feelings. They know how they act out, and this is why they believe everyone else is going to follow through. Throws in the monkey wrench, and it's why they reach psychopathy dealing with warriors. It's why they shit test you. They don't want to front with a warrior. Narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths all know too well what mortification can be when rejected or having their asses handed back to them by someone of sound mind who has their emotions in check with emotional maturity. It's a death blow. Let's do this. 5 seconds. Let's take a badass walk on the beach. Let's sink our teeth into some facts. Let's learn how to weaponize chaos. 5 seconds. Come on. Come on. Release slowly. All right. Shake that shit off. You know it didn't belong to you. Look. Oh, and for those of you, I appreciate all of your gestures in visiting the Chico Amazon wish list. That's so badass. In fact, the girls called me the other day, not to throw us off topic, but the girls, we have a conference call every now and again, and they were setting me up. Chico, since when have you ever favored pineapple juice? Please do tell. And I was like, man, they do pay attention, don't they? So I said, well, curious thing happened. Are y'all sitting down? I said, oh, we're sitting down. I said, okay. Well, I read or heard that if you drink pineapple juice, you taste better. And they were like, what? I said, yeah. If you drink pineapple juice, you taste better. I said, I wanted to taste better. And they're like, Chico, you come up with the craziest shit. I said, well, hold on. I may be Confucius. Not deliberate, but I may have gotten ahead of myself. Maybe it's her tastes better if they drink pineapple juice. I don't know. But rather than stay Confucius, I kind of like the taste of pineapple. And I said, what's wrong with tasting better? I tried it. It's on my Amazon wish list. So if y'all wondering why there's pineapple juice, but there is mango too. I prefer mango juice. But hey, if pineapple makes a kisses taste more delicious, I'm all for it. Warriors, check this out. Pay attention, because narcissists are jealous jackals, hyenas, if you will. And this is their state of mind, in constant autopilot because of the amount of rejection that they've received, either it be in childhood or even in adolescence. See, you could have grown in an insane asylum, which would stand to reason why so many turn out narcissists, psychopath, sociopath, being alienated of affection, love, nurturing, caring. But there are those too that maybe grew up in a balanced home but felt rejected when a sibling was born because they were put on the back burner, especially those that were, say, older and received all the attention, the single child syndrome, and then a sibling comes in later in life and they're having to share attention. This can also develop to a certain sense of abandonment, neglect. Doesn't happen often, very rare, but does happen. The deal is this. This is how you need to understand things. Those of you that stand behind you in support are to be protected. Those that stand beside you in achieving, succeeding, are to be respected. Those that are against you, align themselves against you, lie about you, smeared you, took a side against you, are to be handled without mercy. Doesn't mean don't forgive. It means handle them without mercy. Heartless. You don't come in with your heart. Heartless. To show no mercy is to render him irrelevant because you now have seen what you need to see. Lawyers, many of us enable incompetence because it's politically correct. It's time to bring shame back. It's time to start calling it out, but you need to be careful in doing so. You see, warriors, check this out. Narcissists never really loved you. It's what you can provide. And once you come to realize this, well, your ass is going to stay out of the streets and the hood. Because you know that this is their playground. This is where they dwell. This is their normal. You're a fish out of water when it comes to this kind of life or lifestyle. And it's why you're getting your ass handed to you repeatedly. You hear these terms, ghosting. And you're trying to make sense of it. And what you're not realizing is these are shallow people. If you get ghosted, consider it a blessing. Because it took the guesswork out. They could have wasted your time longer. Warriors, you don't belong to the streets. Let me ask you something. All these people that you associated with while you were in chaos, that professed to be in alignment with you, who said they had your back, they were behind you or beside you, that they reciprocate? Are they there for you now? I'm waiting. I ain't gonna wait too damn long, because we know the answer to that. By you separating yourself, you are going to deliver a permanent narcissistic injury, especially those of you that were in long-term relationships, LTRs. And this is why. Narcissists that have reached this level of psychopathy or sociopaths, they're in a constant state of narcissistic collapse. They're on edge. They stay on edge because they've received so much rejection their entire lives. Many of it because they self-sabotage. They don't know how to handle the emotions that they're feeling, and when things get too real, it's easier to run away. When life becomes complicated, they don't want to have to handle it. They want to be able to just let it go. And the reason why they're on autopilot all the time is because that state of mind, that collapsed state of mind, becomes permanent. You can't fix it. In your youth, you toyed with the idea that love could fix everything. And now you realize, no, love can be weaponized by evil to use against you to make you believe love can fix everything. Because of the permanent damage and chronic collapse of the narcissist state of mind, they don't generate the ability to self-regulate or self-motivate. And so what they're looking for is their polar opposite. They're looking for those people who are givers. You know, the romantic. The blind, jaded romantic. And it's why narcissists pick these and select them. Because they're very agreeable. And what I'm needing you to become is less agreeable. Because this is the only way a narcissist that has totally collapsed can be reincarnated again. Is to find their polar opposite with a shitload of giving energy and start draining you. It's why, simply put, only you can invite anyone into your peace to be disturbed. Only you can trick yourself into believing love can fix it. And it's why even the shallowest of remarks are so believable, because you want to believe. Warriors, narcissists will prove it to you again, the lie they are. And they will do it however many times you're willing to open the door to that Hoover. Some of you it's once, some of you up to 7 times. What I hope and pray for is that your last time isn't your last fucking breath. Warriors, the seriousness, the complexity of the narcissistic mind is not one for us to even act like we're going to ever understand. But what you can do is educate yourself and understand that running around talking about, I'm a Hayoka, I'm an empath, I'm a chosen one, is not a bragging right. Your state of mind is the polar opposite of the narcissist. The narcissist knows what their dilemma is and why they're in survival mode. You, in the meantime, run around advertising yourself a target. You don't need ribeye steaks tied around your fucking neck for the lion to pounce. You are the ribeye. It's why you need to keep your mouth shut. Listen twice as much, observe without absorbing, and pay attention to your surroundings. And watch how all of a sudden toxicity shows itself out. And when it does, the last thing you need to be caught doing is catching your feet dangling out of the dumpster diving because you think you might have seen something that was more valuable. If it was someone else's garbage, it damn sure ain't gonna be your treasure. So understand, in life, you were given the test. If you don't learn the lesson, you will continue to be tested. And narcissists are more than willing to accommodate, to be a mobile hobo, a hobosexual, a couch surfer, for as long as you're willing to put up with the bullshit and kick them out. Oh, and it doesn't end there. They'll let time go by for a little bit just to see if the butt hurt's gone and come back and act like nothing's happened. If you're willing to play along with that, Welcome to your next Hoover. They will show you and give you all the validation you need to understand you shouldn't have opened the door again. That's a guarantee. That's not me. That's not me making a promise. That's not me just dreaming it up. That's scientific, proven academic studies for thousands of years, shared on stone tablet, on clay tablet, on emerald tablets, for our safety. Interpret it any which way you want. But since the beginning of man, there's always been those who exercise good and those who have evil in their hearts. Consequence was dealt with in radical ways, many forms of discipline. But one thing holds true. The only things narcissists, sociopaths, and psychopaths will respect is fear. The fear that you now know what narcissism is, what it's about, and that game, that trick, that one trick pony is exactly what it is when you call it a pump and dump, passing through for the streets, community property. Warriors, get out there and own it. Live your life. Stop just existing and understand. Narcissists do have their place. Thanks to the divine above, you finally woke the hell up. And I'm excited. I can't wait to see what each and every fucking one of you are going to do with this information. Now get out there. Give this devil something to talk about. Time for them demons to earn their keep. It's never goodbye, warriors. Always until next time. And I thank you so much for the remarks, for sharing with each other. And for the girls in the office, I know I wear y'all out. And the way y'all control the trolls and moderate the remarks, I thank you. For the editing, it's been a blessing. And it's made my job so much easier to be able to deliver the truth without fear that some dumbass with a crown is going to come in to try and dilute it. Living right has a price, and it's not easy. If it was, everyone would be doing it. You know what's easier? Throwing in the towel and turning your back against the divine. Oh, you'll receive all the gifts you have ever dreamt of, and it will be stripped away just as quick. See, the aging narcissist knows all too well. After all the rejection and abandonment hits, now they got all the time in the world, that last half of their life, to do nothing but dwell on how they sabotage their own life. And they're receiving their just measure from the very community they took advantage of. And guess what? Smile. You get to watch it play out. It's all around you. I just need you to shut up and observe without absorbing, and hold back your shit-eating grin. You were chosen, all right, to be a spectator. Now get out there and live. Own it. You're nobody's bitch. Not today, Satan. It's never goodbye, always until next time, warriors. Namaste.